So everybody want to know how I keep whipping up everything so fast while being a CEO and a full-time artist. I'm sitting here trying to tell you that's Terrence, man. Yeah. And so now that everybody can take that time to get to know you better, I want to go into, let me see what time we got here. All right, yeah, we got plenty of time. So the next thing I want to talk about is, because you started talking about the elements that are in the brand that are not specifically clothing. And when you started mentioning even like reading, health, and the aspects of just knowing yourself, for Black men, that's not the path. And I know I got to creativity because of the environment that I was placed in. It wasn't fostering, safety, longevity, anything that I could even, thrive off of. But like, okay, let's move past that. Just the, like the poverty of it. Like,
right.
It wasn't fulfilling either, right? Whether you're gonna go do something and it's not exactly what you want to do, but it's an opportunity that's available.
For sure.
So, as Black men, it's like you definitely speak to being a rare soul, because a lot of Black men don't do the things you're talking about. They don't create their own business. They don't go into nature. They don't read. They don't do these things. And so it speaks to that. And I feel like I'm a rare soul. Like, as I'm saying this, it's like you're connecting me with your brand, because I'm like, well, damn, like these are things I do. And if you're saying you're building a community for people to, foster and complement one another and grow in that, then shit, I want to be a part of this too. So can you speak to how that is, like your journey, and like how that resonates with specifically other men? Oh, no, you could just talk about the whole community that you in. You don't got to talk about just the men. It's like, how does you being a rare soul, or just being your true authentic self, how has that shaped your journey?
Okay.
Because I'll say for me, it'd be hard, right? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm asking. I'm looking for insight, because it's like I lose a lot of people along the way. So that's why I'm asking.
I love that question, man. It's just like, and like you said, that question to me, like, yeah, that's the foundation of rare souls. And it's like, my thing is like going, like that thing of like going within. And I feel like now there's kind of more, that saying is kind of more
acceptable.
Yeah. But it's like, that was always my thing. And it was like, for me, it was something that now kind of take me to my mom, where it's like, my mom is just like, I feel like that's the biggest gift she instilled in me, or whatever I already had character-wise, but I feel like what she
nurtured.
Yeah, it was just like you say, growing up in an environment, a certain environment wasn't, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, that to me was like the beauty. So people perceptively looked at our family as like a negative in a negative way, where it's just like, they got it bad. But to me, I was living, I was being. So it's like, if I'm coming in the house with candles or a hot plate or whatever, to me, I'm like, because I got love for my mom. So it don't bother me in that way. It's just like, I'm loved. So it's like, this is what it is. This is what we got to rock with. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having that, but then having this positive reinforcement, where it's like, I remember when I was like maybe like 4 or 5, and I'm like, I'm bored. And it's like, that's the last time I used it, because she will always reinforce.
Yeah, you're not bored.
Yeah,
you know right. You know there you go. You would live in a Black household. Yeah. Say you bored if you want to.
What is that? So now it's like, I don't even know what that, you know what I'm saying?
Right. No, me neither. I was growing up like, ain't no bored. There's something to do.
Right. I guess she remind me.
Do something clean.
Indeed. Right. So I guess I never used that word again after she corrected me, but it was like, it was always this positive reinforcement.
Powerful.
Yeah. And it's positive reinforcement, and just like her mindset. And I feel like me even reflecting on where we come from, where it was just like they had to grow up a certain way. Her and her siblings, they was taught to grow up a certain way, and she was the youngest child of 17. So she like, all right, I seen all that. We got a little bit of that, but no, I'm gonna make y'all use your mind, or not make y'all, but y'all gonna use your mind to get what y'all want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that's what was instilled in me. So now when I face my real turning point in life, my first turning point as a child, it's just like, I'll revert to this. Yeah. It's just like, all right, now I'm forced to go deeper within. And like, why is like this way? Why is this like that? Oh no, I don't like this. How can I help bring that back? Or how can I help contribute to? So that was always my mindset. So now when I get to being a real soul, and just like, all right, can I do that for myself? Or I kind of got a great deal of a handle on doing that for myself. Now, can I do that for my brother? Can I do that for my younger sister? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's on. I don't like, no, we're going to figure this out. Mm-hmm. What you say you can't do it? No, come on.
Figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? So that was always my mindset. So now when Rare Souls is like, that's the foundation. We here to do what we love. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we're going to figure it out. So I feel like it's like this I don't know if I mentioned to you like this. Self-mastery is the focus.
Okay.
So my guy Kyrie, his first project was called Road to Self-Mastery. And it's like, that's a road that's, you know what I'm saying? It's ongoing. So it's like, so that's the focus. And it's like, it came back to me. Like, he came out with that in 2017, actually. Summer 2017. But it came back heavy to me naturally. So now it's just like, that's the focus this year, which is like nature. For me, like nature, I feel like two of the main focuses, like nature and rare soul, nature and self-mastery for this calendar year, like with our movement. So it's like, to me, that thing of rare soul, like, what is the elements? What are the elements to that? And how do we stand?
I was about to say those things go. I'm just seeing it like in the artwork and the vibe, like nature and self mastery. Rare soul, like, I feel it. I'm super charged.
So just like that, and just like having this of to like see us collectively, like, because I guess my biggest thing is purpose. Like, just having that purpose. Like, first, can we go top down? Can we identify? My thing was always, can I identify my purpose? How far can I see? So now I can go down, like, I got my purpose. My purpose is to do this for myself and do this for others, do this for my family, do this for my homies, for my neighborhood. And it's like to keep growing. So with that, I got my purpose now. When it's like, all right, when I got to face in the moment, why am I doing this? Yeah. Now it's easy for me to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, no, I can't. I'm not going to stop that. Because I got to, So it's like, to me, that's how I was able to, like, day to day, presently. It's just like, we all humans, we go through things. We're just like, no, I got to figure this out. So we get that emotion going to die. My emotion got to die down soon. It's like, that's a rough day. Like, no. Because it's like, days are different. You know what I'm saying? We had some off days where it's like, what they say, like batting average.
I love that concept. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's like, we're going to have a day where we might strike out.
Yeah. But, and what do they call them? Major league sluggers. They only hitting like 30%.
They bat like 300 something, like 330. That the great ones
is right.
Yeah.
Low 30s.
Yeah,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta hit 9 out of 10 balls.
Right. So I feel like that's clutch. And for us, where we like, for me, I feel like I see it so much around me where it's just like, if we have 3 days or a week in a row, 2 weeks in a row, where it's just like kind of off. It's like, man.
You're trying to throw the whole thing away, the whole life.
No, what's our bigger picture? What's our purpose? If I got a quota for a month, I don't care if I got 14 off days, because I still got, it's like basketball.
16 days.
I got the whole second half.
Yep.
What, I'm going to quit because I'm down 18?
Right.
Just go home? No, so it's like, that's my
jersey off. Right.
right.
Fuck it, I'm not going back up.
Right. So it's like, and it's like, I think of like the All-Star game. It was the All-Star game 2000. I think that was that 3? Was that 1? With AI, Marbury, Iverson, Marbury. It was down 23 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. To me, that's the greatest. That's my favorite All-Star game ever that I watched. It was down 23, and we talking about the All-Star game where it's like
normally they're not going all the way with it.
And they down 23. It's like y'all can chalk it up, y'all getting paid, and whoever got MVP is already kind of written. They went crazy and won. You know what I'm saying? And won
because the two. Listen to who you just said. We talked about both of these gentlemen, right? Ironically,
yeah.
Those two individuals had that dog in them. Right? Whether it was Marbury and he'd take it overseas, he'd take it wherever he got to go, but he's going to take it.
Indeed.
Same thing with AI. It's like, he just took everything all the time. So it's like, the fact that those is the people who looked at each other and said, the politics, the award, we winning tonight. I can see that, though. Like, I can see that in them. That's amazing.
Yeah, you got to go back and watch the highlights, man.
Yeah.
He went crazy. And it was like, to me, I love that.
And then the two smallest people on the court. Crazy.
Exactly, man. And it's like, but yeah, so that's my thing of just like being able to connect to my purpose and my why. And it's like, I'm never disconnected from it. Even in my darkest moment or my roughest moments, I'm never disconnected from it. So if I got an off hour or off day, it's just coming to the game. Batting average is just that I'm connected to my purpose. So that's what keeps me going and keeps me like, even if I'm like making decisions where I feel like, dang, wow, I don't like that I made the decision. But I'm still connected to my purpose. So, bam, keep going. Persistence, keep going. Because it's going when it's designed for me to get rid of that habit, that's when it's designed to happen. Just, you know what I'm saying?
I needed to hear that because you mentioned just the creative process, and I always have these moments where like it's not being received well. I be thinking I'm doing something wrong, and then when I think I'm doing something wrong, it makes me like want to just tear up everything, ball it up and stuff. And I've been getting out of that habit because, like what you said, recognizing that it's building block, and not me just doing something wrong. And the fact that I would center it around how everybody else felt about it versus like what I felt about it, I could like it a lot.
Right.
If if it's not received well, then I'm like, well, maybe it's not good. And it's like, did it serve your purpose? Like, right? Like, and they'd be like, yeah. I can always normally be like, no, it served the purpose I had. And it's like, well, then build on that, right?
Sure,
with that, off that, like go with that. Don't go off of people's external validation. So that really resonated with me a lot because you constantly reiterated like how that purpose that you have helps you get over those moments, right? And I've gotten there now, but it's like it's not something that shouts out to being here. You know, like I'm not surrounded in that a lot. So like even when I would try to communicate that, it can kind of be, you know, it can breed resentment in people who don't have that mentality where they're like, no, I want something to be wrong. I want a reason to be upset and complain. So I'm not trying to hear this whole it's going to get better thing that you're pitching me.
That's real.
And so then I'm like,
positive.
Yeah, and so I'm like, well, okay, well, maybe it's me, right? Maybe I'm not looking at how bad this. So it's like I start spiraling. Right. So it's like, thank you for that. You know what I mean?